Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. When I was a young man, and I was still at boarding school at Michael House, there were quite a few young Africans who worked on the farms, and their parents worked on the farms, who had no or little education. And it was decided that the school would actually fund the building of a small school for this group of Africans close to Michael House. And I was personally involved. I used to go out there every Sunday and help build the school, and the Africans would watch. They wouldn't do a thing. We did all the work. We built the school. We got it up. Parents from the school funded the desks and the chairs, and it was set up absolutely perfectly. I just wonder what that school would look like today when you consider what is happening in the Eastern Cape. Now, let's be quite clear about this. The ANC members of Parliament are doing very, very nicely, thank you, during this lockdown. They're getting full pay, paid by the taxpayers, and they love the power, don't they, Dlamini Zuma? But the reality on the ground is somewhat different for the ANC people who vote for the ANC. And it's time they woke up. 6 teachers and 250 learners at Jongimpuma Primary School in Port St. John's share 5 toilets. The walls are mud, the ceilings are crumbling, the classrooms are cold, and there are not enough desks. But the Eastern Cape Department of Education has said there will be no money for renovations for at least 3 years, according to the principal. He said, "It is difficult to maintain social distancing without desks and classrooms. The school was started in 1995 with grade R to grade 5 and upgraded to grade 7 in 2018. Sifokazi Kodi, the acting principal at Jongimpuma, says that the school has been asking the Eastern Cape Department of Education for a new school to be built. She said in February this year they visited us. We had hoped that things would be better, but to our surprise, they told us they won't have money for the next 3 years. She said the department said it was focusing on schools already under construction. Kondi said the school was not getting the rural allowance that the department gives to schools that are in poor condition, like us. She said the situation is discouraging our teachers. Some want to go to other schools because they can see what we are not going to get, a new school anytime soon. Mali Mtima, spokesperson for the department, confirmed that the department had put on hold all planned projects because of budget constraints, while current projects were being completed. He said schools had to qualify for the rural allowance. Some of the schools might be in a rural area but not qualifying to be paid due to the closeness of a town. Parent Namatemba Umfunkula said the conditions of the school was discouraging for learners. He said, "It is difficult to encourage them to go to school because it is poor. We are trying, but it is not easy. If we had money, we would not beg the department to build a new school for our kids. They don't care about our kids' future." He said, when it's raining or very windy, parents do not send their children to school because the classrooms were too cold. Our kids are being treated differently from those in the suburbs who can perform at their best when they are using mud classrooms. Sikalelwa Makunga, who teaches grade 4, 5, 6 and 7, said teachers had stayed on because they cared about the learners. The thought of moving to other schools is there, but what about these kids' futures? I don't think there is anyone who would like to come and work here. This is bad in so many ways. Parent Umzukisi Ntantiso said parents could not even resort to protest because of their remoteness. He said, "We are in a rural area. Maybe if we were staying close to the road, we would do what others did to get services, but it would be a waste of time to start protesting in our area. Ntantitso said most parents had not been to school and their wish was to see their children do better. Ntantitso said, in conclusion, we're afraid because the situation might lead them to drop out. The department needs to come up with a solution on when they are going to build a new school for our kids. Now, this is the reality on the ground in South Africa. This ANC government are completely clueless. While they're lining their own pockets, those people who vote for them are being the ones who are suffering the most. And yet when it comes up to voting time, you watch the candy jar being handed around so that they can secure the votes of these people who they have completely forgotten in the meantime. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, please share this video, and above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.